Welcome back, Govind this side. This is the chapter 6 where we are going to learn about Dockerfile. In last lecture, we have played with some Docker commands. In this lecture, we want to create our own Docker image. So before creating the Docker image, we should know about the Dockerfile. So Dockerfile is a simple text file in which we write some instructions. Docker read the instructions from Dockerfile and create the Docker image. And from Docker image, we can create the Docker container. Okay, so Dockerfile is the default name. It always starts with capital D. In this Dockerfile, we write some instructions, some commands, and Docker read the instructions from this Dockerfile and create the Docker image for us. And from Docker image, we create the Docker container. This is a simple flow. Okay, so let's create the Dockerfile first. Okay, so but before this, we need to understand these some instructions. Okay, so let's understand. This is a 4 instructions. First is from, second copy and add, third is expose, and fourth is entry point. So first is from. From is the first instruction in Dockerfile. Okay, it is the first instruction in Dockerfile. With this instruction, Docker creates the base image. Okay, suppose you give the image name from ABC. So Docker creates the base image as ABC. Right? Second, copy or add. So in this command, we pass 2 parameters, source and destination. Okay. If you are using the copy, then in source we can pass file name or folder name only. But if you use add, so in case of add, in source you can pass file name, folder name, or any URL. Okay, that is the difference between copy and add. In destination, you need to pass the image name. Third is expose. In expose, you need to pass the port number. For example, if you want to expose your application on some port number, so you can pass port number on expose. Fourth is entry point. Entry point is nothing but your entry point of your application. In Docker image, there is a lot of things is present. So when you run your image, so you need to tell the Docker, oh boss, this is my entry point. You start from there, right? Like when you create any Java application, so main class is your entry point. Same in Docker, you need to tell the Docker, boss, this is my entry point. You first start from there. Okay. So this is 4 instruction is very important to create the Docker file. So after learning this instruction, your Docker file looks like this. Okay. So from OpenJDK 8 JDK Alpine, this is my base image. I expose my application on port number 8080. I use add. In add, this is my source and this is my destination. My application present in target folder, so I pass this path, source path, and in destination you can pass anything. Okay, so I pass the jar name, my source jar name, and that jar name which is present in Docker image, that jar name. Both I take the same. Okay, you can change also, means this is my jar name and I want the jar name inside image something like app1, so you can change also. This is the entry point. In entry point, I pass the command to run my application. So java-jar and this image name. This name is passed here, not this name. Okay. Suppose I create here app1. It means inside your image there is a application name is app1.jar. So in entry point, I need to pass the app1. Okay. In this case, I keep the source jar and the jar which is present inside image, both are same, so that's why I pass here app.jar. So you need to create the first Docker file like this. Once you create the Docker file and build your application, after that you can easily create the Docker image. Okay, so how to create the Docker image by using Dockerfile, we can see in the next lecture. If you have any doubt or any suggestion in this video, you can ask me in comment. So thanks for watching.